Welcome back to the channel. We are doing some more post-commentary of Gekishin Squadra. I wanted to do this largely because I like using Gekishin Squadra as a vehicle to talk about Dragon Ball stuff. And then also, I like just playing this game, and I like to talk about my thought process on it. I feel like a lot of the videos that I watch are with people who are playing with friends. So this solo queue experience might just be a little bit different for people. It might explain why certain choices are made. And even though I'm not exactly the best player or anything, I think I'm decent enough to give somewhat of informed takes on situations, whether it be on creating characters or looking at which cards to build. And I will definitely be wrong in some of those moments, as you'll probably see throughout these videos. Um, but yeah, why not have some fun and talk about Gekishin while I'm playing it? Well, after I've played it. um, One last thing, actually. The post commentary is so old now that some of this footage is, well, a lot of the footage for what's coming up will be season 4. I know we're in season 5, but I will. I already have some season 5 stuff recorded. Um, the frequency of these types of videos has been so far approximately about one a month this year, and that will likely change if I continue to, I guess you could say, practice doing this. So without further ado, let's get into the matches. Okay, so first match, I had not used Gotenks in the season prior, but I started using him during season 4, and I fell in love with using Gotenks. He is so much fun. I know he got a bunch of nerfs, and it was kind of a meme how much he got nerfed. But I don't think it really matters much. I mean, he was good regardless of the nerfs, in my opinion, like, despite everything that happened. So this is a season 4 match, as you can probably tell from the map. And obviously, most of the time you'd be going up with tech, but for whatever reason the tank decided to go up, so I went down. this is solo queue. You know, you're not talking with people, and I mean you could say you could remedy this by choosing to talk with people in the official Discord server, or trying to like just find someone on the internet that you'd be willing to speak with. But it is what it is. I had something like that at one point, and it ended up not going in that direction, so I'm not too mad at the fact that I play alone. But yeah, it's a little weird playing a tech in this situation because, being a tech isn't just being a support, but Gotenks can be a bit of a support. The Broly did not feel like he wanted to fight for the mid farm, and that's okay, I guess. I mean, it's not great to not fight for it because fighting the enemy gives you card energy, and it also, I mean, it's a high risk, high reward. I don't know if high risk, high reward is the best term, but it is a risk. But you can get a reward for it if you fight for it and win. And even if you don't win, as long as you don't die, you might still get rewarded for it. Now, I was probably a little too bloodthirsty, swarming around their base like that. That was probably a bit unnecessary for me. And second time that I accidentally got hit by the search trap there, but that's okay. We ended up not getting the Kai anyway, so it didn't matter. You can also tell this is a season 4 match by the fact that search trap was still in. Yeah. I know a lot of people hated Search Trap, but honestly, I just found it kind of silly. Like, it's not that bad in my opinion. I don't know. People got really upset about the fact that it existed. It is very Mickey Mouse, very very Looney. It gives me Looney Tunes. I feel like people saying Mickey Mouse, like, did y'all not see Looney Tunes? Probably not. A lot of younger people don't really watch cartoons anyway, so. But yeah, just early game farming. Thankfully, Broly was on the point, and But Kefla did not pursue because she was kind of cooking us there. Half health from the ult was, that's pretty rough. Now, I do want to mention, I am playing on controller, and I gotta say, there are certain characters that I think might be either easier or at least just, maybe they're just normal on controller, whereas when you're not on controller, when you're on keyboard and mouse, someone like Kefla might be a little bit easier to use than on controller. I thought, oh, I did get that. Okay, I thought the ult was going to get that, but it did not. Thankfully, they got silenced by Gotenks' ultimate. And, yeah, got Cooler out of it. Get him the heck out of here. Yeah, the thing that I find kind of difficult is like farming with non-damage characters always feels like a chore. For tech characters and for tank characters, I find that farming is a lot more difficult than I would like for it to be. I know you can use your skills to speed it up, but I guess I will say this was when I was really new to Gotenks, so I didn't like using the ghosts on just NPCs when people could be right around the corner, but that's what managing time, managing the cooldowns would be better. I would be better if I just managed the cooldowns better. I mean, this is a match from like a month ago, and I would say I've improved since then. I'm not the same Gotenks player that I once was. I saw Cell was up here alone, and he was getting jumped, and decided, hey, it's time for me to jump in. I mean, that's the one good thing about being a tech, being that you have all that extra speed. You can really help out when someone's down a person, when a lane is down a person. The only issue with that I find is you end up not farming as much as you should have if you end up having to continuously help some other lane. It's kind of a, I don't know if I want to say catch-22, but it is a bit of an issue. Okay, so I think we are going to lose this now, but yeah, just you could tell by all the skills and supers going off there. Yeah, since this is Season 4, the Art of Decoy boost that just came in at Season 5 was not active then.
Time for your resurrection.
So, I like, personally, I like using this build for Gotenks. At least during Season 4, I really liked it. Oh, that guy's gonna die. Our Vegito. Yep. I could tell. Okay. Obviously, I played this footage. I don't exactly remember everything because, like I said, it was a month ago. But you could just tell, looking at his health, fighting right there was probably not a good idea. I was looking at the fact that the enemy Vegito was there, not at the fact that that our Vegito was coming back. So I didn't think he was trying to escape. I was just more so focused on killing the enemy. Only issue with that is I don't know, I probably could have used, I would have to rewind, which I'm not going to do here, but I probably could have used the stun skill to allow him to get out of there. But okay, that one I will not put on me. Kefla's just built like that. But thankfully I was able to revive the Broly, so it didn't matter much. I don't remember what he's running for his build, but personally, I don't like a damaged Broly. When I say a damaged Broly, I mean he should be, most of the time, built like a tank. And then maybe like the last card is a damage card. This is me just being very impatient. I should not have charged in, but I think it actually ends up pretty good. Yeah, we get some, they took our top tower, so we take their bottom tower. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing all the stuff happening back there, and I say, you know what? How about I go backwards? Yep. You can see they're erratic. They're trying to focus on tower, and how that guy got by me, I was probably looking at minimap and not at the actual. Oh, yeah, he kills the burly pod. Do we get this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I said I should probably just not play around and go back. You know what it was? I probably looked at who was alive at the time and said, we can't afford to get team wiped, so there's no way you're getting out of this. That's the one thing, like, I felt like when Gotenks first came out, he was too good. And people were like, no, he's not that good, and blah, blah, blah. And I get why they said that, because Super Saiyan 3 was around. But I think he was too good at the time. Now, I don't necessarily think that that means the nerfs were justified, because if what we knew was going to happen later on happened, like all the different characters that were released, all the different Divine Card adjustments, then I probably would have said he could be left as is. But we didn't have that knowledge of what was coming. I hope in one of these games I show a damaged Gotenks, at least my version of a damaged Gotenks, because I love, like, this version of Gotenks is very good at just being speedy and in the enemy's face and kind of annoying, really, more than anything. Instead of, like, actually doing damage, but oh wow, we almost got... I also wonder, if you get a triple boss, but then you get team wiped, what does that do for the Zeno? Because the Zeno is not on the enemy side when you get a triple boss. But if you get team wiped, you can see right there, they're all fighting down there, and usually it would be good to help them out with that, but I had a feeling that since they're down there fighting, I can probably sneak that tower, which of course I did, as you can see. Okay, I think we're gonna win this. I mean, we're in a really good spot here. Cleaning up all the pods. Oh, that's game right there. Look how much time. Oh, yeah, no, but this guy's about to live. It's over. Yeah, I got hit by the search trap a little too much, so I just double jumped there when I shouldn't have. But okay, so we didn't end up team wiping him, but we were able to take down the tower. I was setting up my, yep, that thing right there. Oh, there. Okay, I'm the only one alive. So it's so funny. I'm re-experiencing this for the first time, and I saw that I was the only one alive, so I should probably not die there, or else we'll get team wiped. So this is another thing that I've since kind of come to the realization of. When a tower is that low, there's really no use in defending it. It's one chip and it's dead. So it was a bit of a waste of time for me to defend it there, but oh wow, racking up assists. That's the one thing about Gotenks as well. He racks up assists. And we ended up winning. Let's see here. Who's the MVP? Broly. Okay, good job, Broly. Good job. All right, on to the next match. Okay, we're going into match number 2 here. So I was looking through some of the footage, and to be honest with you, I just skipped to the end. So I know how it ends, but I don't know how it's actually going to go. I know who I pick. And again, this is a Season 4 match. Boo was really good this season, more so because of the skill tool cooldown. But I saw that Bojack was being picked. I saw that Broly was being picked. And I do like playing Technical. I think Technical is my favorite role to play overall, even though Piccolo is my favorite character to play overall. But yeah, I saw Bojack and Broly, and I figure the fact that Bojack especially has no escape move, but also Broly is great with the healer, I figured why not pick Boo, especially with the Team Rush Go. So, yeah, this is a great time to showcase my Boo skills. I don't know how they're gonna look, but we'll see. Maybe they're good. Um, while I'm speaking about it, how are you guys feeling about the game? If you're playing, are you enjoying? Are you not enjoying it? I know a lot of people have left. I know a lot of people talk about low levels of players. Personally, I think that I know that other platforms besides console will often have team crossplay turned off immediately, by default, I should say. So that might be contributing to the low player count feeling. And I know that when it takes a long time for a match to get going, that also makes it feel like there's a low player count. But I know for a fact that damage is the most used role. Well, I shouldn't say for a fact, but I know that damage is the most used role, so that also adds to the feeling of the player count being low, because it takes a long time to get a match as damage, even though personally I think that not necessarily an indicator of the player count being low. But anyways, you can already see we are engaged in battle against the 17, and this is Super Saiyan 2 to 3 Goku before he got super scary in Season 5 and after his nerfs from a few seasons ago. I think he did get his damage back by now. I know the feeling on too easy is it shouldn't be used, but at this time I was more so just doing a whole bunch of like tank builds with Boo, because the thing about Boo is you want to last as long as you can with him. Yes, it would be good to maybe go blue card so his skills cooldowns are lower and so that he can move faster and get out of places quicker, but realistically, Boo wants to last as long as possible. He's to me, I think a tank build just works for him for that reason. You could do a damage Boo. I've seen a damage Boo before, but it's not my favorite thing to do. The Bojack pushed in a little too far there. I don't know why he did, because we got the Kai, so I was like, okay, we're good. But then he kept going. Thankfully, the Super Saiyan 2 to 3 Goku was not scary. Not scary enough there. But that could have been bad. And this is, I think I mentioned this in match 1. This is what I mean by like farming as a tech can feel a little, you know, a little rough sometimes. I hear Broly pinging there. I'm looking at the mini-map now to figure out why is he saying that. I mean, I don't see any mid-farm. It doesn't look like they're competing for the Kai right now, so I'm not sure what was going on there, but either way, yeah, just early game shenanigans. I mean, just the characters you run into in solo queue, you know. Some people just... I'm actually really glad they got the ping system to give a cooldown, because some people, like, guys, you gotta just pull off on that. So instead of going to the boss, I saw that they were all grouped up. I thought I saw two different people grouped over there, both God Goku and God Vegeta. But obviously by the time I did my ult, only one of them was there. So that was definitely a wasted ult. I felt like putting the helper down is not a bad idea, just because of the fact that one of the characters, Broly, is low health right now. You kind of got to do a balancing act of targeting the enemy and targeting the boss when the boss is up. And it looks like we lost that one. So, oh well. At least Bojack's ready to transform. I've got 2 cards. Yeah, build-up is better as a defensive card, but I think the reason I went too easy on this one was I feel like even with the powered up rush attacks, the farming on Boo is just too slow to to like guarantee that I would get build-up stacks. You could go prioritizing with skill 3. I know a lot of people prioritize skill 1 and sometimes skill 2. But you could choose to prioritize skill 3 if you really wanted to try and best get farming done. But even then, it's not great because you're mostly pushing them away. It's kind of like a mixed bag. I've had really good results with it sometimes, but most of the time I do not. Oh yeah, I should also mention, since this is season 4, God Vegeta's still most people see him as unkillable at this time. Even though, obviously, he gets killed in matches. He's a lot harder to kill at this moment in time than in season 5. Now, bottom lane died, and so of course they're asking to surrender, but no, come on. 1 death, or I don't know how many deaths they've had by now. 2, just because you're both dead is not reason to surrender. You're not getting pushed on tower. The enemies are getting ready to try and take on Gekishin. There's no reason to surrender. Ironically, as soon as he says get over here, I go to the boss and he's getting attacked. And it just did not work out well. I guess this is one of the bad things about not being in a voice call with someone. You don't have that type of synergy with someone. Oh my gosh. See, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he can still shred. He was always still like a bit of a menace. Couldn't even get my ultimate off. But no, it's not. There is a difference between season 5 and season 4 Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I actually started playing Super Saiyan 3 in this meta, in in season 4 meta, and I could see why he was considered a problem in season 1. Like, there's not that much that's changed about him that I wouldn't say doesn't apply to him now. It's just the divine draws make him like kind of broken. Really, he's kind of. I don't know if it's correct to say that. I was gonna say he's a divine draw merchant, but that's not true. He's good regardless. And see, this is the thing. Even though Super Saiyan God Vegeta can take on an army by himself, he can still get jumped and die, and he's underleveled. So I said, you know what? I'm coming in to help. And I think that was the right move. I really think that was the right move. Even though he can heal himself. I've got my full green divine cards picked here. Though, see, this is the only thing about that though. Everything's on cooldown. I have my barrier on cooldown, my defensive step on cooldown, and my too easy on cooldown. It's the one thing I don't like about the build that I chose here, but I mean, too easy has always been a bad card, so. See, okay, here's another thing. Sometimes people will ping you because they feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, I don't know if he was pinging me because he felt like I should defend tower, or if he was pinging me because he felt like I should be near him, but either way, he pinged me, and I don't know why. I think some people accidentally ping where they're standing instead of what they mean to ping, which is where the boss is. And that's probably what happened there, but still confusing and a little annoying. And then, of course, as everyone's getting shredded by Super Saiyan 3, God Vegeta's backdooring. I had to make sure he wasn't going to get greedy and try to get one last chip in. Because some people will do that, even though it makes no sense for them to do that. Yeah, you could see I was holding off on that next skill level upgrade because I didn't know if I wanted max gum or if I wanted to get the next level in my skill 3. Skill 3 is really good for getting out of places, but it's also really good for like securing a kill. Boy. Yeah, Bojack pushing in a little heavy. Come on. I can heal you a bit, but I can't heal you forever. You know, it's so fun to like kind of watch this in real time, not not knowing exactly how every play is going to go. I'm looking at the mini map now. Okay, so we've got two bosses. We're threatening triple boss. You know, like they have to contest this, or else it's almost completely lights out for them. But then I candy, and then Bojack cleans it up. Yeah, I think this is probably what let it be GG for them. See, I'm fighting so hard to get my my ultimate to level 3, but I just so close to finishing out the EXP level that I need, but just not getting it. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that was crazy. Yeah, that God Goku, and here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing about God Goku. This is season 4 God Goku, so he's not even fully buffed yet. See, and this is what I'm talking about. Even Broly was a little bit greedy there. He shouldn't have even tried to get a chip in there. Like, there's no need. Okay, so they're gonna go in without me. They're pretty low health. Well, Broly is. Okay, but God Vegeta's gonna tank for him. Okay. Alright, Bojack is defending. Broly sees that I'm healing and turns right back around. I love it. Okay. Yeah, no, we should go back. Yep. It's so funny. I'm seeing it in real time. I'm making the same plays in real time. Like, God Vegeta's dead. We do not need to go in. Like, we need our tank with us, especially while their God Vegeta is up and that Menace Super Saiyan 3 Goku's around. I don't know if I paused to check the, or not pause, but press the pause button to check the build he's running, but okay. Okay, so here's the other thing. You can see what I did there with God Vegeta. I was using the NPCs as bait so that his auto attack didn't necessarily attack me. That's something I feel like I haven't seen anyone else talk about. It might be like pretty obvious tech, but I mean, hey, it's something worth mentioning. Okay, they have two. Okay, so he's pinging attack because 2 of them are dead. So why not? Nice ult, nice ult. Oh my gosh, oh, yeah, that's it right there. God Goku tried it, but he didn't get it. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, do I catch the MVP in this recording? That's the question. God Vegeta. Of course it was God Vegeta. When he came out, it was just him doing everything. So, congrats to God Vegeta. Alright, on to match number 3. On second thought, we will end it after 2 matches. I think these are 2 really good matches, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun time. I've got more games recorded. I do have to do the post commentary for them. I'll try to vary it up so that there's tanks, there's damage dealers. You know, I enjoy this. It's a fun time to like re-look at my own matches. It's actually more fun seeing it back in real time instead of like knowing what happens and like saying like this is my 1,000-eye view of everything that's happening in the match. And you know, it's like I can understand my thought process in the time, and sometimes I'll agree, and there'll probably be a couple times where I disagree, but at the very least, I hope you had fun. I had fun, and stay tuned for more. See ya.